is a little compassion. We can start a no chain reaction. Yeah, give a little love is love away. Bring a smile to somebody's day. 'Cause you never know what they're going through. A kind word may be all it takes to let the sun shine through the gray. No, it really ain't that hard to do. 'Cause you never know. You might just leave a piece of heaven behind you when you give his love away. So give a little love is love now, no matter how small you feel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Carolyn's Corner. I am so glad you're all here tonight because so am I, just barely. Oh my goodness, I'm running late today and I'm so sorry. For those of you who are joining us, welcome, welcome. I know if you're not here yet, you are on your way. I'm so confident in that. I trust in you guys and gals. So welcome to Carolyn's Corner. I'm thrilled to have you with us tonight. As normal, I have a great guest host tonight. Please help me welcome Mr. Jerry Bradley. We need the
Hey, Marie.
we need the applause, don't we? Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
yeah.
yes, I have the applause video. But then
Rosalie?
it would have. I'm just checking the privacy for everything, folks, to make sure y'all will be able to comment and we will be able to see them because it's so important. And as to my knowledge, there's no way to check it until we actually go live. So I wish there were. Let me just check one more here.
Hey, we got people coming on already.
That's great. Welcome to Carolyn's
Sarah's
Corner.
there. Rosalie's there.
Great. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Carolyn's Corner.
Marie.
Jerry Bradley is here, my co-host tonight, and I want to introduce our very, very special guest tonight. Please help me welcome Mr. Jimmy Reno. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. And excuse me if I'm out of breath. My grandson had baseball practice today and he's 6. And I was like, I had to see him bat. And so I was driving like 80 trying to get here. Whew. I'm so glad I made it. I'm so glad you made it, Jimmy and Jerry. It's so nice to have you both here. So let's get started tonight by having you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself, if you would, Jimmy.
Okay. I've been doing Christian music. I've been singing since I was 4 years old in church.
Wow.
So it's been a long time. Started singing professionally around 19 or 20 in that age range, and I've been doing that ever since.
Nice.
So I recently started my solo career, and that's been within the last year and a half. Before that, I had always been with some various different groups. And then God kind of just led into the direction of me going on a solo ministry. So that's where I'm at right now.
That's great. And yeah, you're doing some great things, aren't you, Jimmy? You're really
Thank you.
You are so welcome. You're making an impact out there in the world. And that's so
I'm doing my best.
Yeah, well, we say it every week. If everyone does their own little part, eventually we'll change the world if we just keep going. Hello, Marie.
Absolutely.
Hello, Whitney. Hello, everyone. Rosalie, I know you're here. Hello, Sarah. Welcome. Gosh, that's great. So you've been doing this for a long
It's been a long time. Yes,
wow. So you knew you had this gift when you were a child. How long?
I did. Even as far back as I can remember when my dad would stand me up in a chair at church so I could reach the microphone. And I would sing and he would play the guitar. I always had a love for singing, even as a small child. So I always knew that music was going to be my calling.
You already knew. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that
I did,
amazing? Wow. So do you play guitar too, or what instruments do you play?
I'm trying to learn to play guitar because it would be a lot easier with my songwriting if I did.
Yes.
I actually, right now, the only thing I can play well is trombone, and that doesn't help me at all with the songwriting. So I'm trying to learn the guitar to help out with that.
Well, I don't feel alone then. I don't feel alone there. I've talked about this for forever. I have 2 guitars and I look at them once in a while and go, well, because I know most of the chords, but for me, it's just my brain trying to put them together to make them sound the way I want them to sound.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't do it. Now, Jerry here in the middle, he, on the other hand, is a great guitarist, and I'm so pleased that he is.
Awesome.
Yeah, we have been blessed by so many talented musicians And it literally takes a village, honestly, to get the songs going. You need Jerry. Jerry knows that all too well because he searches out singers and different
Mhm.
musicians that he needs for his songs, and that's what it takes. It does in
Yeah,
order to get your
it
songs
does.
really out there and get them heard the right way.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's a
Jerry, I'm
lot
gonna
of
let
people involved.
yes.
Oh yeah, well, I have some very pretty guitars.
Yes.
Whether I can play them or not, that
Yeah.
depends on the day of the week. Sometimes, no, it's hey, in all seriousness, a couple of people that do online guitar lessons.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
remember Crimson Calamity? Crimson
Yes. How
Calamity.
could I forget them? Yes, they're incredible.
Yeah. Goodness, not Lauren, but anyway, the other half of Crimson.
Yes.
I'm so embarrassed I forgot her. Mallory
Yes.
does, and but you're living in what, Alabama now?
Hmm. I do.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a little bit of a trek for you to go to Nashville to take.
It
But
Well,
you
would.
guys
I'm in
do-
North Alabama. It's about between 3 to 3.5 hours, depending on traffic. But I mean, there's a couple of really good music schools that are close to where I live. So
Yeah, and like I said,
yeah.
Mallory does some online. I know a few other people that do it online. But yeah, the biggest thing is getting the right guitar. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
from my perspective. So many people go out and buy a $5,000 acoustic electric and never learn to play it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the main thing is how comfortable, how fast the action is, meaning how hard do you have to push down? And the
Yeah.
biggest thing with guitar players when they're starting out is you are not going to sound good.
Yeah.
That's
No
very
matter
true. I
what
can attest to
you
that.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
because you got to
too.
build up calluses on your fingers.
Yeah,
And
Yep.
until that happens, you just don't get those clear notes,
I know.
And so a lot of guys, especially young people, it's like, well, I've been doing this for 2 weeks now and it still doesn't sound good. Well, give it a little bit
Years.
of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't feel like I'm alone then. That makes me feel better because almost everyone we have on is, oh, I play guitar and I play piano and I'm like, I always say, is that all? Really? Is that all?
Yeah.
But it makes such a huge difference when you can at least accompany yourself enough to get your point across to where when you
Yes.
take it to the
Yes.
studio, you can say, I want it to sound like this.
Yes.
But
Yes.
otherwise, you have to probably do what I've had to do. Maybe you don't have to do that. But in the past, I've had to resort to having a cheap little music program. Well, it worked okay for what I wanted. It was called Band in a Box. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It did somewhat what I wanted to. It just never was the right exact sound. I'm like, well, at least they'll have an idea of what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah. I've been pretty fortunate. I co-write with my cousin. We grew up
Nice.
together. We're co-writing together, and he does play guitar.
Very
And
good.
so he makes, once we write a song, he'll make the demo for me to send to the studio. So, but it would be nice to be able to play myself. So I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, but to have someone that's helping you that does, that's all. I mean,
Yeah.
that's incredible. Yes, absolutely. Wow. What did you want to say, Jerry? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I mean, I saw that you were at the ACCMA Awards.
Yeah, that was recent. Yeah.
Very nice.
Recently. And
Yes,
so, I'm saying to not be able to play an instrument, I think you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you just signed on with a record company label.
I did.
Yes, I saw that. I was going to bring that up. Oh my gosh.
Square One Records. It's owned by Barry Lee White. He was a staff songwriter for Curb Records.
Very nice.
Going back in like the 80s, 90s era. He was also an artist. When he decided that he was being called to sing Christian music, I don't think they were that excited about Christian country music at that particular time. So but he still followed his calling. He's a super guy. When I first met him, I had a kindred spirit with him, which doesn't happen, of course, a lot. So I knew that was God, and then it just kind of it worked itself out. I'm really excited to work with him. He's an amazing songwriter. I've been a fan of his music for a long time.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm excited about the opportunity.
That is such an incredible opportunity. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Jerry, because I absolutely was going to touch on that because that's a huge deal. And that literally just happened, last week, right?
At the ACCMAs, yeah. Had I not gone to that, I wouldn't have met him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't
See?
even know he.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he owned the label. I just knew who he was as an artist. So
Oh
I
my
was excited
goodness.
just to be there with him because I love his music. And
Yeah.
then I found out after while I was there that he owned the label that he was on.
Oh my
So
gosh.
things
So
progressed from there.
yeah, well, we talk about it all the time, God's timing, and God knows
Yeah,
exactly what he's doing. He
he
sent you
he
there, so
does. Hmm.
that's so awesome. Gosh, I'm so happy for you, Jimmy.
Thank you,
Think
thank
about,
you.
and if nothing else, I think you'll be able to reach even more people than you're already reaching. I
I
believe.
do too. I do too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
Not to
that's
mention the
incredible.
quality of what I'm doing will just go up another step,
Yes,
um,
absolutely, because 'cause they're gonna
which
help
is
you
really
get to that
important.
next notch.
Hmm.
Wow, and I don't think we've had a couple of people, haven't we, Jerry, that were feeling like they were gonna get a deal pretty quick, but you're the first person, I think, right, Jerry, that actually has, been signed with a label that we've had on the show. Is that right, Jerry, that you know of and that I know of? I'm thinking.
I'm trying to think. I don't think Crimson Calamity is signed right now.
No, they were
Uh,
hoping soon, I think.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not because 'cause they're
what
excellent,
about
all of
what
them.
about? Oh my gosh, I'm losing her name. Peyton
Peyton Howie, no, she was not signed yet, and I was shocked.
and
Because she was even playing at the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, which is to me is a big
Oh
deal, not the
wow, yeah,
stadium,
that
but
is.
I told her, I
Yeah,
said, "Oh my God, do you realize what a big," and to her, it was like, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we've had some really, really talented people on here. So congratulations. That is
Oh,
so
thank you,
awesome.
thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
huge. What's oh gosh, I'm so bad
Would
pulling names when I
Oh,
want
you
to.
and me.
I'll pull them when I don't want to.
Yes, of
Uh,
course.
Yeah, yeah.
the young lady, the Hughes. I mean,
Oh,
she's
Taylor
doing
Hughes. Boy, she's so
Taylor
good.
Hughes.
Yeah, and
She's
that's
doing
some of our
great. But I
country.
don't think she's signed yet either.
No, which is shocking. I mean, really, we have got. If you get a chance, go back and look on our YouTube page. Oh, wait, that reminds me. Hold on, I've got something really important. I need everyone here to do. This is so important, Jerry. I realize the importance of this again on Monday. I stress to everyone: share, share.
Yeah.
And I had 16 shares that night, and because that, just on views, we've had almost 600 views. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but we reached over almost 2,000 people.
Oh
So
wow,
it is
that's
so
awesome.
important. Yeah, it makes such a
Yeah.
huge difference. And I found out when we had Crystal on the show, Jerry, that if you send a heart and love instead of just a like, it makes a difference in the algorithm somehow. So it gets it out
It
to more
does.
people. Right? Isn't that something? So I would appreciate if y'all could, wherever you're watching from, whether it be Facebook or YouTube, please share, 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 and send a heart out. We'd appreciate it because after all, we honestly do love you. So it's not like you're faking it. So so Jerry, anything you want to ask or add before we get started with his
No,
music?
I'll tell you, I'm very impressed already. Now,
Yes.
Jimmy's coming to us as a referral from Rosalie
Hmm.
Hovencamp,
Yes.
one of our previous guests and a really good friend of
Yes.
ours. But one of the things I really like about you so far, Jimmy, is the fact that you're obviously very humble. You're
Mhm.
already
Oh well.
throwing credit out to the studio and to the label, and it's not Uh, I love it when we have guests that talk about us and we instead of I and me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
because let's face it, there's not a single artist out there that did it by themselves.
No,
No
no,
one.
absolutely nothing that I've done to this point in all the years I've been doing this was I or me. I mean, absolutely nothing. Without my wife's support, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I mean, none of this. I wouldn't have the solo ministry. I wouldn't have the record label. She's been instrumental in everything that I've done.
Wow.
Honestly, I wasn't even sure if I left a group if people would even want to hear, hear me sing solo or they would want to hear the songs that I wrote. I was very unsure. Um, God just kept moving, and it was not my
Mhm.
comfort zone whatsoever. And and I prayed, and I said, Lord, am I hearing you right? Is this what you want me to do? And um, over a course of a couple of months, He made it very obvious that that this was the direction He was calling me in, and confirmed it to me. So, but this was definitely out of my comfort zone. This was a very new experience for me.
Well, and
With the exception of my church, if I was singing, I was with a group of guys. So
Jerry, we've heard that from a few of our artists that have been on. It's like literally they had no intentions. I mean, Crystal is one of them.
yeah, I
Christoria's
never
one of
did.
them. She
Hmm.
she had no intention of being a solo artist or singing,
Yep.
period, by herself. And now
Yep.
she's just making waves all over the place. And so it's just incredible. God said, "No, you're going to do this. I'm going to give you the
Yeah,
strength and the
I
courage."
never had the desire to be a soloist. I love harmony. I love
Yes.
to be in groups. That's just what I've always loved doing. And I mean, this was never even on my radar. Um, it
Well,
I
that
would
makes
like
it
to do a couple
even
shout
more.
outs if that's okay. Chassie Clayton's on tonight. Chassie is part of Gems of Grace that will be on in a few weeks.
Yes.
Whitney
Awesome.
Hotel is here. She's going to be here next week. Of course, Rosalie is here.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, Rosalie.
She's such a
Lisa
sweetheart.
Perez
She is.
Ford is on tonight. We finished writing a song together Tuesday.
Oh, that's great, Jerry. I can't wait to
yeah.
hear it.
Well, she wrote it. I mean,
That's how
I had a couple of ideas and she just went.
you
boom.
say I get, yeah, I guess
That's
I
the best kind of co-writing right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
wow, and she is just all over it. As in, Jerry, I got the piano track laid, and well, you know,
Wow.
I got the vocals. I'm working on the vocals. We're going to get that laid, and then then I get to do my job of finding other musicians and getting recordings and stuff
and
like that. But
gosh,
she
Jerry's so good at that. He gets all, I don't know how he does it. Honestly, he brings together people from everywhere. I mean, that's incredible. It really is. Gosh, he's
Yep.
building such a great community with the Unseen Crossbearers. I mean, that's your, go ahead, Jerry. I interrupted you because I got to brag on Jerry every chance I get. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, well, probably one of the most important things is where can we find you at? Where can the audience go to get you?
Yes.
Yep. And, that's I have a website, jimmyrenomusic.com.
Okay.
That's the best place. I'm also on mostly all social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If they type in Jimmy Reno Music, just on Google though, it'll pull up all the website, the social media, and stuff like that. So I wanted to share real quick. I'll share with you guys some of the best advice I've been given since I've been doing music.
Please do.
John Schneider told me the secret to being a great songwriter was to find somebody who is a better songwriter than you are. Co-write with that person. You end up with a better song. You've got the input from the other person as well, and you learn during that process. You see things from their point of view and see why they did what they did, and that helps you grow as a songwriter. So that's what I've tried to do. I started co-writing with my cousin because he's a fantastic songwriter. I was not, and I've learned so much from him from doing that. So that to me, that's been some of the best advice that I've been given is to when you collaborate with other people that you respect and the people that you think are better in this area than what you are, and you grow from that.
Music wrong.
Thank you. Oh yeah, that's excellent advice. My husband just said, "Hey, you
Yep.
spelled music wrong," and I noticed it. Thank you, Brent. That's what it gets when I'm trying to rush. That's excellent advice, isn't it, Jerry?
It is, and I think I'm listening to him as I'm writing with Lisa, and we'll be writing with Cassie. She doesn't know it yet, but
that is great, and I am so honored to have all of you folks here tonight. And like I said, I would appreciate if you would share and send a heart, because honestly, I didn't realize we are realizing the impact we can have. Really, I mean, and we're getting these songs out to people, because what I do is later I go on the radio station and I play them, and I know it's just a small station, but it could be streamed from anywhere, and we're getting a lot more people getting involved with that. So I want to let you know, if it's okay, we'd love to play your songs on this coming Monday on our
absolutely
Carolyn's Corner. Yeah, we have a blast doing that. And we air it live on Facebook as well, although Facebook decides every time we're going to mute you because it's a nightmare. So, but we have a website where you can listen to. So
I uploaded a video of my song, me singing it. I wrote it, so of course I've got rights to it. I wrote the song.
Yeah.
And they muted the song on a copyright claim, and I have the copyright.
Yeah, and there's no way you can really dispute it.
Yeah. No, well, I tried. It wouldn't let me dispute it, and I kept sending messages. I was explaining I wrote the song.
Yeah.
I sing the song. I mean, there's no way there's a copyright claim against it, but they never would admit the song. I couldn't get it posted.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous, especially when it's your own song. There's no way to prove it. And I've even thought about going as far as having all the artists sign affidavits, but where would I send it? There's nowhere.
Yeah.
So I just well, just one day at a time. If they mute us, I have to turn the radio down on Facebook Live. Everybody on the radio can hear it. You
Yeah.
know, we have all the rights of the radio station, but it's not through Facebook Live. So it's like, oh my goodness. Golly. So let me see. I missed all of these comments. I want to make sure. Hello from Arizona from Lisa Perez Ford. Hello, sweetheart. Cassie, welcome. Lisa, welcome. Welcome to all of you. Peyton is in Texas right now. Yes, that looks like an advertisement there. He said, yup, get to singing, mister. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Hello, Rosalie. I hope you're doing okay, honey. Hi, friend. Jerry, you're giving too much credit. See, Lisa, I know Jerry always does. He's like, oh, I didn't do anything. Yeah, right. Let's see. I shared. That's so great. Yeah, Jerry is very modest. He always wants to give credit to everyone. So that's why I brag on him every chance I get, because he does such great work. I think Facebook would mute their own mother. Yeah, I think they would.
Yeah.
So we've got some great songs from you. In fact, we have 5. So let's get started listening to some of these great tunes. So the first song I have on my list, I love the title because I've been to one of these a couple of times. And the title is Cowboy Church. You want to tell us a little bit about that briefly?
Yeah, we wrote that song. It technically is not really about the name of church. It's called Cowboy Church. It's just about being able to see God in creation.
Nice.
Feeling his hand in the wind, or it amazes me that people can believe in evolution when you look around you. And to me, like, you visit somewhere like the Grand Canyon, which was absolutely an amazing place to visit. I don't see how people can't just see divine creation when you look around you. But it's been able to find God in things that's all around us. When we're in His creation, appreciating what He made, and that's what the song is really about.
Oh my gosh!
This is one of your more country rock kind of songs.
It is. A lot of my upper beat songs have kind of a country rock feel to them. Actually, one of the style of Christian country I do is, it's traditional. It also falls in a Texas country category. So maybe the guy from Texas will enjoy it, I hope.
Yes.
A little red dirt country, a little red dirt Christian country. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, if there's not a category like that, is there a category like that? There really should be.
No, there's.
I know there's red dirt country, Texas country, outlaw country. The country has a lot of different subgenres, but
I know.
Mine is really traditional country.
We saw a show about that the other night, and it's incredible how much country. And I knew that. I'm like, this is what they're hearing. Most of the stuff you're hearing now is not country. So let's play this. This is called Cowboy Church. And by the way, I love your Johnny Cash look. I love that, the album cover. First thing I thought of was Johnny Cash. It's very, very nice. Country Steeple. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cowboy Church. Here we go.
Saddle up, bring your boots and your Bible. It's time to hit the trail and spark a revival. Gonna gather in His name, gonna shout, gonna praise. Leave the past in the dust, it's the dawn of a brand new day. I can see His hand in a dusty desert sunset. I can feel His power in a warm western wind. I can hear His voice in the flow of the Rio Grande. God's Cowboy Church is open, come on in. Till the dawn, round up the party, gonna sing about our home. There's a ranch up in heaven where Jesus is the king, where the wild Mustangs roam free and the angels have wings, where we'll see His hand in a dusty desert sunset. We'll feel His power in a warm western wind. We'll hear His voice in the flow of the river of life. God's Cowboy church is open, come on in. We'll see his hand in a dusty desert sunset. We'll feel his power in a warm western wind. We'll hear his voice in the flow of the river of life. God's cowboy church is open, come on in. God's cowboy church is open, you're right on in.
I know. I muted myself again. Almost every show. I had to get the applause in at least once. Man, that's a beautiful song, Jimmy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. I keep muting myself. So I see the discussion over here that Rosalie said. Okay, let's see. This is interesting. I thought you were joking too. She said the genre is called country steeple. And country steeple is a new genre, Rosalie said. And by the way, that
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the new one on
You
me.
need to check into that. You need to check into that or have
Yep.
your new label. That's pretty exciting. Check into that. She said, I'm not joking. Well, I thought you were joking too, but that's pretty, I guess that's neat. Country steeple. I don't know. That sounds cool.
Well, yeah, Christian country is really,
Yeah.
that I think that probably sums it up a little better than there's faith country, Christian country, country gospel, inspirational country. There's a million names for it. It's all the same thing, really.
I just know old country. I miss old country and I love
Yeah,
your
I do
sound.
too.
You have that
Thank
old
you.
country
Thank
sound.
you.
You're welcome, man, because we're missing that now. We really are. We need to get back to
Yeah.
that, I think.
Yeah, a lot of the country that's out now is it started out, they were calling it bro country when it first came out, and it was kind of a subgenre. Then it kind of took over Nashville, and it's not my thing at all.
Yeah.
And so yeah, traditional is what I mean. I'm not trying to put it down. There's a lot of talented artists that are doing that.
There are.
But it's not the style that I prefer, and it's definitely not the style that I sing. So
Absolutely.
but I think there's a lot of people out there that still enjoy the more of the, I always call it the real country sound.
Yeah.
True
Because
country.
you don't hear it as much. You're right.
No.
I'm with you on that because I'm traditional country, but I do like a lot of the new stuff, but not as much as it's different. It's completely different. Wow,
It is.
I really
It is.
like that song. Yeah. And you know what? That's kind of what I tell, when I hear somebody, because I've had people that don't believe in God. And the only thing I can think to say is, how can you not? I don't know. To me, it's like if that you can't even fathom. How can you possibly not if you just look around, to me? Jerry, you look like you're in deep thought. What would you like to say? He's about to say something.
No, I mean, I agree with him. It's one of the things I've kind of figured out is that Christian country doesn't mean it's going to be Christian country, because I think they have a lot more leeway. Like God's country plays everything from bluegrass to pop to and I'm not putting them down by no means, but if you get into contemporary Christian, it's going to be contemporary Christian. Right. They're not going to put in rock, or they're not going to put in it's contemporary. So I like the fact that they have that flexibility to do, because and again, I'm not putting anybody down. Rosalie's song is not red dirt country.
No.
They were loving
praise and worship style. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, which is, I'm so glad.
I love her music. Yeah. But it's more of a poppy sound. To me, it's a pop sound. And I love it. I can
listen to her all day long, even though she's not what I generally play or listen to.
Right.
But, I think a lot of it, when it comes to Christian music, especially, really has to do with the message. If that's a good message in there, I'm drawn to that song. And one of the things I like about you, Jimmy, is that I can understand every single syllable that you're saying.
So true.
You know? Which,
Yeah.
Diction is very important in music. I never liked it when people would sing and you couldn't understand a word they were saying.
I know.
I mean, there's no point in even listening to the song.
Absolutely. That's one of my pet peeves. It's always like, where's the lyrics? Because I can't understand. You know, there's a few words in there. I don't know what they're saying. So I'm not getting the full meaning of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bill just agreed. That's what Rosalie said. Well, tell Bill we agreed that he agreed.
And by the way, Bill is hospitalized right now.
I thought so.
We've been praying. My wife and I've been praying for him. So just wanted to let Rosalie know that.
Oh gosh, thank you so much, Jimmy, and everybody. Please keep Bill in your prayers because it's very important. I saw a Facebook post, but I wasn't familiar with who exactly Bill was. But we're praying for him for sure. Gosh, I know, and I'm sorry. I saw that he's not been released again, so just know you got a lot of people praying for him out there, Rosalie. For real, you really do. And it, it makes a difference. It does. Thank you for the prayers. He says thank you. You're so welcome, Bill. God bless you. Oh, it's your husband. I'm so sorry. Gosh, you never put that on Facebook. Bill, I didn't know if it was your dad, your uncle, your husband. Bill, God bless you. We're praying for you. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. So let's get to the next song. Most of the time when I have a guest, I do not listen to the songs. And I do that on purpose because I want to be surprised. But I turned this one on for a second and turned it right back off. And I thought, because this is called Bring Them Home. And veterans have we do a show for the veterans every week over here, just karaoke. But hey, if we can make a veteran smile, because the veterans have done so much. And I say y'all because Jerry is a veteran and so many people that I know. I just appreciate veterans so much. Are you a veteran yourself, Jimmy?
I am not, but my youngest son is currently serving in the U.S. Army, and he's stationed in Poland right now.
Oh my gosh!
So we're missing him terrible. His wife, his daughter's missing him. He's military police. I'm very proud of what he's doing. I'm ready for him to be out. So this song though has very special meaning for me because of him currently been deployed and serving.
Absolutely, gosh, and we'll definitely pray for your son too. Gosh, I can't even imagine. I mean, it's hard enough for a child to be gone, but to be away when they're
I thought when they all married and moved out, I thought that was difficult, and it was. Empty nest system is difficult. But when he got deployed, and this is a second deployment overseas, and it's been difficult.
Oh my goodness!
If I can interject with a real short story.
Yes.
Because I was in the military, and my children all have been in the military. My daughter, my son, actually, my youngest didn't, but she married a guy and made him join the military. So, but when my oldest daughter was going on her first deployment to Afghanistan, my wife cried like a baby, constantly, wouldn't stop. And I said, honey, you never cried like that when I deployed. And she said, I can replace you. I can't replace you.
Actually, that's technically that's true. Yeah. Sad but true. That's kind of a funny story. But yeah, it is. I can't even imagine because, you worry enough about your kids and it never ends. I think as a mom too, it's so hard to explain. As a mom, you're always worried about your kids, and to think, gosh, my heart goes out.
Even as a dad, it took on a whole new meaning when it's your child and not you.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and especially, I think it's opposite with the dads. It's more the daughters a lot of times from what I hear, and the moms is more the son. They have that bond. So let's hear this. I already know this is going to be a doozy. It's going to be great just from the tiny bit I saw it. I promise I did not watch it. So if I come back and I'm crying, don't just ignore me. So here is Bring Them Home. Amen to that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I'm not responding to too many of the comments, but we have 5 songs. I want to get to them all. Here we go. Jerry, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. And Jimmy, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, here we go. Bring them home.
All around the world tonight, hopes and dreams are all the same. If you believe that miracles do come true each and every day, then all around us hope is found and love can do a miracle today. Bring them home, bring them home. My wish would be that there will be peace to bring them home to their families, please. That's all I want this Christmas. Bring them home, bring them home. My wish would be that there will be peace to bring them home to their families, please. That's all I want this Christmas day.
Wow. I didn't put the applause video up, but that is a beautiful song, Jimmy. Golly.
Thank you. That was written by one of my favorite jazz artists, Jeff Megan
Uh-huh.
and Brad Hatfield. And I heard the song because I listened to his music, and I heard his jazz version of it. I contacted him and asked for permission to record the song, and then we put kind of a country twist on it. So I was very grateful that he allowed me to do that song.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, you're reaching the country folks. He's reaching the jazz folks with the same message. Bring them home. Excellent. I mean, I can see that on a movie. I really can. That's a beautiful song, and I like that at the towards the end. So whoever had the poster said, "This is been the best day ever." And
Yeah.
you know, it just the kids. You know, that's don't get me started with the babies, because that's when I get really emotional. I can't even
Yeah.
imagine the poor babies. You know how they feel having their moms and dads home. Those are beautiful, beautiful pictures. Rosalie said, really brings perspective of the personal sacrifices given. Excellent.
It
Yeah,
does.
that's
Yeah.
a good point. Wow, Jerry, what about you? What do you got to say, sir?
It was a wonderful song. There's no doubt about it. Your whoever did your video work did a really good job.
I know.
Oh,
Putting
thank
that
you. I
together.
did that myself.
Well,
Beautiful.
you did a good job.
Did you have pictures of your son in there as well, right?
I did.
I thought
I
so.
did.
The MP, was it the MP ones? I
Yep.
thought I saw your son. Does he have a baby too?
He does. She
Oh.
is 2 years old.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw that picture and I thought, oh gosh, I know that's got to be your baby with his baby, which is like so
Yeah.
touching. Marie said, excellent video. Yes. Thank you, Marie. Yeah.
And because your son is in the Army and he's deployed and he's your son, I won't pick on you about being in the Army versus
Yeah, because Jerry,
I was in security forces, which is pretty much the same thing with MPs. Worked with a lot of military police in my career.
Yep.
But Jimmy, in addition to be a singer, songwriter, artist, you have a couple of other jobs, don't you? You work at the Daily Planet, and you write for Nashville. Who do you? I wrote it down. Now I can't find it.
I write some for SGN Scoops, Christian magazine. Yeah.
wow.
And then for Daily Planet's an online magazine. I do. It's not a Christian magazine. It's entertainment. and I interview various entertainers, actors, musicians, stuff like that.
That must be so much fun. I
It,
mean,
it
I
has
love
been,
doing
yeah,
it. I love doing it.
yeah.
Wow. So you're doing an article about it, right? Or is it a live?
No,
I just checked
article
that.
written.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. It's written. Wow,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
It's old school. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's neat. I like that because that's anymore that's kind of going away. So I'm glad you're
yeah,
keeping that alive. It really is. You
yeah.
don't see as much of that anymore.
No, you don't.
That's
You're right.
Yeah, wow. And what an excellent song. Golly. So you're keeping busy. Not only are you doing your music, you're writing, you're interviewing. Golly, so that's
Hmm.
good. You're just spreading the love everywhere, aren't you, Jimmy?
Trying to.
In every way. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
It really is. Because through that, no matter if it's a Christian station or a Christian magazine or whatever, you're still going to spread love, God's love. You're going to,
yeah,
whether they like it or not, you're going to give them, well, whether you like it or not, here I am. Here's me, Jimmy. You know what I mean? I think
yeah.
that's wonderful. I really, really do.
Yeah.
So I want to keep going with the songs. Believe me, I want to talk to you forever, but I just don't want to miss any. So this next song is called Breaking Free. I like the title to that. It makes it sound like you're, I don't know. Let's get out of our shell. Tell us a little bit about that song. What inspired you to write it? Whatever you'd like to share about it.
I went through a really difficult time period, and that's what inspired the song. Especially the chorus of the song. The song is about overcoming those difficulties and breaking free. During that period, it was depressing, anxiety, and but God brought me through all that, and it's just about breaking free from the ties that bind you, which can be a lot of things depending on the person. But we all go through difficult situations and hard times, and God is there, and He'll bring us through that, and He'll give us the strength to get through it. And
Yeah,
most
amen.
importantly, which is what He did for me, and that's what inspired that song.
That's beautifully said. And it's so true. Absolutely. We talk about it every week, how all of us go through trials and troubles. And
Hmm.
I always tell everybody, hold on through the bad because the good will come back around. It just feels like when you're in
Oh
the
yeah,
middle of it, it's never going to. But if you
yep.
just hold on, it will. God will get you through it for sure.
Hmm.
Jerry,
Yes,
anything
ma'am.
you want to add or ask before we play this song? I know it's going to be great. Breaking Free.
No, but Rosalie is, if she wasn't at the hospital with her husband, she should probably be doing the co-hosting. He's
That's
going to
true.
be on Alabama Gospel Roots television show.
Oh, I didn't see
Yes,
that. Gosh.
yes.
Okay,
That
good.
we did
Thank
that
you,
with
Rosalie.
PBS. Rosalie was also there, and she videoed for the same. I'm assuming it's the same episode. We videoed on the same day. So,
Oh my gosh. Well, after the show, if you can, share that with us. If there's a way,
okay.
if you have a recording, please share it because I'll share it on the Facebook so that way everybody can go in there and watch it. Because we'd love to share it. I want to
Yeah,
see it.
I'm
I
not
wanna
sure
see
that
it.
it's production has been completed yet.
Okay.
I haven't been sent anything yet, but as soon as we get that, I'll definitely make sure you get
Yeah, please do. Because I know
Okay.
our viewers would love to go back and watch that. Right, guys and gals? They're great. I'm telling you, they are great. And they're so supportive of you guys and gals. So busy guy, I would love his job. Marie would. Marie McConaughey, she is a country music fanatic and almost because she goes to every country music event that is anywhere within a 100-mile radius of us. And I mean, she is dedicated. And I love that about her. And she will go and support these country music singers and drop their cards, you know what I mean? Take her cards, anything she can do to help them get more
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
recognition.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. And I
Yeah,
appreciate her.
thank you for that, Marie. That's greatly appreciated by
Yeah.
all artists I know.
Absolutely. It makes a huge difference. So let's
Yeah.
play this song. This is Breaking Free. Here we go.
Here lately I can feel the weight from the struggles of this life. I know who to turn to in the midst of all my strife. I stand upon the word each day, his promises can't fail. That power from on high will prevail. I'm breaking free from the chains that tie me down. Free from care and worry, for his love I have found. No longer in sin's prison or completely bound. By his grace and mercy, I'm breaking free. When temptation breaking free from the chains that tie me down, free from care and worry, for his love I have found. No longer in sin's prison or completely bound. By his grace and mercy, I'm breaking free. From the chains that tie me down, free from care and worry, for his love I have found. No longer in sin's prison or completely bound. By his grace and mercy, I'm breaking free. I'm breaking free.
Wow, Jimmy, I really like that song. You know what I was picturing as I was listening to that song? I can see people in the church with their hands up singing this. This would be a great song to have played at church and have people sing along with the
I
lyrics
agree.
up there. It's so beautiful, really beautiful. I mean, it's exactly
Thank
what
you.
people need to hear. That's beautiful. Jerry, you okay? What did you think of that? It's a cool
I
song,
am.
right?
Well, I was going to ask him. I said, now that you've signed up with the label, do you have any releases planned? I mean, for this coming year, the rest of the year?
Already, we've already written songs for what I'm going to do with the label. I already had them written. I was going to start independently working on the next album anyway. So we had the songs written, and supposed to start tracking with the label in mid-April. So it'll be this year. Yeah.
That is so exciting because, I mean, like I said, we've really had no one that has actually been signed to a label. So there's a lot of benefits that come from that, I'm sure. I mean, you can get
There
your
are.
stuff out sooner. They're going to help you financially, a lot of things, I'm sure. So it's going to be of a great benefit. And gosh,
Yeah.
the main thing I think is how many more people are you going to be able to reach with your fabulous songs?
Yeah, it's the difference. And I was having to self-finance. My first album, I had to finance that myself.
Yes.
The label finances the album, the songs, and so that takes a huge financial responsibility. I think, for that.
Because usually that's what's at least most people, in my opinion, it holds everybody back. They would be doing albums
does.
every. Who has that kind of money? It's really expensive. Wow, I'm so
It is,
happy
yep.
for you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
That's so huge. Gosh, and you deserve it. I know you do. You have a heart of gold, I can tell.
Thank you.
So really, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
And I expect to see your songs in churches just to start with. I just really think, especially that Breaking Free, I really can picture people, with their hands up, just singing along with those, have the lyrics up on the screen, like in the big churches. Marie said, that's awesome. Stephanie Ross is doing her second release tomorrow evening. That is great.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Is Stephanie signed to a label now, Marie? Because if she is, I didn't realize it. She's here in Texas. She's really great. This lady by the name of Stephanie Ross.
I'll have to check her music out.
Yeah, she's really great. She really is. Traditional country. She sings a lot of country covers as well, but she writes some beautiful songs. Whoops, I heard something crash behind me. What was that? Are you putting your songs on CCLI? Good question, Rosalie. So she wants to know if you're putting your songs on CCLI.
Well, you'll have to tell me what CCLI is, and I'll let you know.
Oh, thank God, because I thought it was just me that didn't know.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Christian country, don't know. What does that stand for, Rosalie? Jerry, do you know?
Contemporary Christian Licensing International.
Oh, okay, that's right.
It's like BMI and ASCAP, but it's more Christian.
Yeah, I'm through BMI. My cousin, he's through ASCAP, so we have all of our songs on BMI and ASCAP.
Nice.
As far as the CCLI, probably not. No, I would say probably not.
So I've heard of Jerry. Didn't you tell me about that, or someone did at one time? Because they're like it's a PRO, and I'm like, oh, so they have a separate one for Christian songwriters. That's pretty cool. Wow, that's cool.
Well,
I'm just so excited.
The thing is with CCLI, a lot of churches, because it is a PRO, a lot of churches will, pay them for access to the music, and it's really
Oh.
based on the size of your congregation. Uh,
Oh, I
it-
see. For church
Oh.
broadcasting. Yeah.
yeah, if
Yeah.
the church wants
I'll
to
have to check into
broadcast,
it.
a lot of churches now have
Yeah.
big screens up front, and
That's what I was picturing. Yeah.
that became kind of a big thing during COVID when
Yeah.
we had no, 6 foot apart, and there was no choir and so forth and so on. And so, instead of going to BMI, or if you want just all Christian, it's going to be CCLI.
Wow,
So-
that's good to know, Jimmy.
Yeah, it is. Quite honestly, though, if a church wanted to play one of my songs or broadcast one of the songs, they are perfectly welcome to do so, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah,
without
I'm
having to go
sure.
through any kind of.
Absolutely. That's great. Yeah. And then I know people are going to love them. I mean, I know the people on here love them. I guarantee you that. So we have 2 more songs. So let's get going. The next one is called Thank You for Making Me a Cowboy. Simple, very simple. Thank you for making me a cowboy. Tell us a little bit about, I know it's simple title. So it kind of makes sense.
It is. Well, it's kind of a simple song. Yeah. It's just about giving thanks for who we are, who God made us to be.
Yes.
It's just a song of thanks. I'm thankful for who I am, thankful for the freedoms we have as Americans.
Jerry.
Yeah, I should have worn my hat. There we go.
I know. Well, Jerry, who was it I said you looked like last week? Looked like he was in disguise. Yeah, that's excellent. That is an excellent point. Thank you. Just thank you, God, for making me who I
Yep.
am. Because every one of us are made to be unique and special
We
with
are.
our own unique and special gifts and talents, whatever that may be. And some of us, a lot of us, it takes our whole lifetime to figure out what it is. But God bless you. If you figure it out early and you can start working on it sooner, that's incredible. I like your sunglasses and your hat, Jerry. You look distinguished with it. I like his cover of his on his Unseen Crossbears, because he's got his head down, kind of like you do on your album cover. You can't really see. It's just cool. It looks like, who is that under that hat? I like.
See, that's an attempt to fool everybody to think it's a younger person.
Yeah, they're like, what?
Instead of an old fart with gray hair.
Well, you know what? I can't wear hats. I joke about it because I'm like, remember the cartoons like the coyote and the whatever. You remember there was a cartoon one time where his head would go and anyway, it's a long story. I said, how do men wear hats? I can't do it. All my heat comes from my head. So I've always wanted to be able to wear a hat because they look so fancy and cool. These women, I'm like, no, I'm not going to wear a hat. Mysterious,
look,
Rosalie. That's a
The
great.
biggest thing is these big ears get sunburnt. So with that cowboy hat, it helps.
Yeah.
It helps a bit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's get to the next song. Thank you for making me a cowboy. Thank you, Lord. I don't want to leave out that word. Jerry, anything you want to add before we play this next song? I'm trying not to rush, but I don't want to.
No, I want to hear it. It's.
Hold on,
I'm
let me make sure I
enjoying
got the right
this music very
song.
much.
Far be it for me to mess up. So I have this ongoing joke forever since I've been doing the show. Whose idea was it to give me the clicker? What were we thinking? So here we go. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. And Jerry has he's a I can't even say it, ventriloquist, because last week he was one of our guests and he was the co-host. So he's double.
Oh, wow.
Show me your little dummy. Excuse the expression. Show me your dummy, Jerry. He's not gonna. There it is. See.
Okay, we're all good. Let's roll the tape.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh.
You can take a shot, dude.
Looking for that sun to rise and shine across those clear blue skies. Cup of coffee and my Stetson hat. I walk out to the barn to gather my tack, cinch my saddle up and gather the reins. I'm headed out across the plains. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy, riding through the west while praising your name. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. You saved my soul, now I'm forever changed. I'm living in the land of the free, and by your grace I've been redeemed. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. get up to that sweet by and by. There's nothing like an 8-second ride. It's just what I was born to do. That feeling I get when we bust out the chute. I wanna honor those who died for us. America first, and God we trust. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy, riding through the West while praising your name. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. You saved my soul, and I'm forever changed. I'm living in the land of the free, and by your grace I've been redeemed. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy, riding through the West while praising your name. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. You saved my soul, now I'm forever changed. I'm living in the land of the free, and by your grace I've been redeemed. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. Oh, I'm a cowboy.
Yay. Okay,
That's
my
your
husband
hat.
put this. He said, "Here, put this on." Okay, okay. So Rosalie said that this song is charting. That is exciting. Tell us about that.
It is. It is currently number 8 in the American Christian Country Music Association chart, which is the large market chart for Christian country music. So really excited about that.
Oh my gosh, number 8.
It is. It's number 8. Mhm.
Okay, this is bugging me. I don't know how y'all can see with them. That is incredible. Number 8 out of how many?
In the top 40.
Wow. That's impressive. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So so you're getting a lot of radio play, I'm guessing, on this song.
Yeah. I've been really blessed as far as that goes. That this is my, I think, fifth or sixth release, and all of them so far have charted in the ACCMA top 40 chart. This has been the highest charting one. The previous was Cowboy Church. It peaked at like number 12.
That's still
And
impressive.
so this one is up to number 8. So I've been very blessed.
Yeah, well, they're good songs, and people love this traditional country sound that you're bringing back.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference. I'm telling you, it really
It
does.
does. It does.
Thank you, Rosalie.
Yeah.
Marie said, I really like this one. I do too,
Oh,
Marie.
thank you, Marie. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for loving the hat. It's just I don't know how you men wear them all the time. I can't hardly do it. Jerry, what you got? It's like
I've been wearing cowboy hats since I was a kid. I love cowboy hats. I love everything.
And I love the way they look, but my head gets so hot. Like, what? I got the weirdest head. It's just like, no, let the heat out, or I'm going to explode. Thank you, Marie. I had to put it back on just for that. Go ahead, Jerry. I know Jerry's in deep thought.
Oh no, I was. You're on the top 40 with some pretty big name people. I just saw the top 40 list recently, and I will tell you one of the things I really appreciate about the American Christian Country Music Association. Whew, say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm following a lot of the people that are there.
Mhm.
They're just nice people.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you know, it's
a great organization.
And not just that, but the artists. I found, Christian artists, country artists, to be some of the nicest, friendly, helpful, down to earth, humble people you ever wanted to meet.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I'm going to leave it at that because there's some other genres where it's not quite the same.
Nope. I've been singing Christian music a long time, and I've encountered some people that were very sincere and doing it for the right reasons, and I've encountered other people that it was very disappointing. I'll just put it that way. So.
Oh, and what a shame. So I want to address what Marie asked me. That's a very good question. Marie, I am not going to be able to make it to Austin, but I have exciting news. Matt is going to come through Beeville or go out of his way to come to Beeville on the 28th the 29th of March, and he's going to do a live acoustic set at the radio station. So yeah, I'm
Oh, cool.
really excited about that. Yeah, he's going to be in Austin. And Jimmy, if you're ever in Texas, as they say, feel free to message me, and we would love to make arrangements for you to come to the radio station. That would be a lot.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Marie, thank you for asking. I wish I could go to Austin, but me and Austin don't have a good relationship. It's like the traffic there is, whew, I don't know if I could handle it by myself. But I'm excited that he's going to come down and meet us. So y'all mark that on your calendars. That's going to be on a Wednesday, which is not my normal night to do the radio show. It's usually a Monday, but I can't do it on Monday because what was the reason? Oh, he couldn't do it on Monday. And Tuesday we have the baseball game, so we're going to do it on Wednesday. So y'all I'm looking forward to that, meeting him in person. So and you get some exciting stuff going on, and you're charting. That's exciting. Well, that's probably why you got signed, because you're making an impact out there and people are noticing.
Yeah. Well, my goal is not charting. My goal is I write the songs, and my cousin and I both were hoping that the songs that we write, that the lyrics touch somebody,
Yes.
make a difference to somebody. That's the whole goal of doing it. The best thing about charting is it means that there's a lot of people hearing your songs.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for the charting, Barry Lee White, he might not have heard me. So, that all played into God opening that door. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how I heard him. His songs, he's charted over the years, which is how I found his music. So it is important. It shouldn't be the goal for your ministry, in my opinion, but it is important, and it does mean that your song is getting out there for people to hear it.
Absolutely. And the fact that I have to think this, the fact that you heard him because he was on the charts, and now to think, oh my God, do you ever just stop and go, wait a minute, now I'm on the charts?
It is wild. Yeah. I've been a fan of his for a long time. So
that's so great.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, you can be here, Marie. Just make plans. It's the 29th. I'd love for you to be here and meet him too. Absolutely. Yeah, that's incredible. And so many more people are hearing your music. I told you. Everybody loves the country Christian. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, many people get to hear your songs. Yeah, way more. And now we're going to do our little part as much as we possibly can. And remember, folks, for those of you who are still here, please, and I'm not even kidding, it's so important. Put a heart. Love me. Just love me. And then share. I can't believe what a difference that makes, Jimmy. It really does. Because
it does.
Yeah, it changes the whole algorithm or whatever. So I want to get as many people out there to hear you. What's the word, Jerry?
Algorithm. Yeah, it's all
my
good.
son would make fun of me too. Mom, I was with my son for the last few days. He would say, Mom, algorithm. He loves to pick on me. Oh my God. So we have one more song from you. Gosh, we went pretty quick, actually, Jimmy. This one is called, I love the title, Give Me Jesus. You want to tell us anything about this song?
Yeah, that's an old hymn song. It's not credited to one specific writer. What we do know is that during the 1800s, back during the time of slavery, that it was sang by slaves in the fields while they worked. Now, and when you know that backstory, the song takes an even deeper meaning for me. But when they wrote that song, singing it, and they were basically saying, let the people that own us, they can own everything. They can own everything in this world. All we need is Jesus. And those words are just so powerful. And it's even more powerful when you know the backstory. So, but I've loved that song since I was a kid. My dad would play it and I would sing it. And so he passed away 3 years ago. And when I did the album a couple of year and a half, 2 years ago, I wanted to make sure that I got this song on there because it was a special song.
I can see why. Yeah. And Rosalie said she will listen to it with new ears, as will I. And that's weird because I just went to a museum today. We took my grandson, me and my son, and they had a section there about the slaves. And it was, depicting how they lived. And my son even said, that's so sad, a horrible time.
It's a very embarrassing time for us as a country, for us as humans. That was a very embarrassing time for us. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And make sure you tell Billy Mata that I loved having him on, and we would love to have him back as soon as we possibly can. Thank you, Marie. Yes. So let's get to this song. I know it's going to be great. Oh my goodness. So this is Give Me Jesus. Man, that's all you really need. Thank you, Jesus.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Here we go. Jerry, anything before we play it, hun?
No, let's play.
Okay, here we go.
Let's play.
In the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus. And when I am alone, and when I am alone, and when I am alone, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus. And when I come to die, and when I come to die, and when I come to die, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. You can have all this world. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Whew. Jimmy, I've loved all of your songs, but this one I
Thank you.
really felt it even more than the others. Beautiful. The harmonies. I agree. Who said that about the harmonies? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, great harmony on Give Me Jesus. Lisa Perez. Yes, I agree. That sounds so beautiful. And she also says, Jerry, after hearing Give Me Jesus, I'm going to tweak the tracks for our project. Love it. I agree. I agree,
Well, thank
Lisa.
you.
That sounds beautiful. Rosalie,
Thank you, Marie.
Jimmy. Oh my gosh. Jason, hello, sir. I'm sorry I didn't see your comments there. Good job, Jimmy. Thank you so much.
Jason is he's a Christian country artist. He was at the ACCMA as well
Oh my gosh,
with us. Yeah,
that is
really good singer.
oh my gosh. I just want to do a big shout out and just a quick reminder also. I try to do this at every show. Anyone that is on here that is a singer songwriter that would like to come on Carolyn's Corner, send me a message on Facebook. We would love to
Yeah.
have you. It would be great. I would be honored. Very
Jason,
emotional.
send her a message, buddy. They'll
Yeah,
like your
please
music.
do, Jason. We'd love to have you. I'm going to write down your first and last name because I have the worst memory of any human alive.
Okay, Jimmy. So I like you. We've established that, and you're a great singer.
Thank you.
And
Uh-oh.
and I really appreciate that. But you know, I also saw that you were at the oh my gosh, I got to say this word
I don't know where
again.
he's going.
ACTMA with Christy Nicole.
Yes.
Tell me about her. I have been following her for so long now.
Kristen, she's fantastic. I love her music. Her heart is 100% about ministry, which I completely respect. She is a fantastic artist. She's one of my favorite Christian country artists that's out right now, and her songs are great. She's a great songwriter, a great singer. She has the Godly Woman Tribe. She wrote the song. They had the song Godly Woman, but then she now has the Godly Woman Tribe, which is a ministry that is aimed, for women. And she gets other women, to join that. It's women supporting women, and it's just her music is fantastic, and she has a huge heart for ministry. She's just an incredible artist. I absolutely love her music.
And I'm sorry, I'm not taking anything away from you,
No.
but I
No.
just had to ask.
Yeah, no. I'm happy to talk about any artist that was there, but I absolutely love her music. I asked her while we were there if she would be willing to co-write, and and then of course we talked about co-writing a song together, and then her singing on it. So hopefully I get
my
to do a
gosh.
duet with her. That's my
That
goal.
would just be
She may not want to do one, but I do.
Wow. And I've got to take a moment to recognize another one of our former guests that's on here, Mr. Lee Stevens, a good friend of the show. Hope you're doing good, Lee. It's been a while. Lee said, Jimmy, the Lord's peace that comes through your version of this song is amazing. Where'd it go? Whoops, lost it. Sorry. What a blessing. I'm praying his continued blessing and anointing over your continued endeavors, brother. Who knows? Whoops. Maybe we'll end up ministering together, Lord willing. I think that's what.
Oh, that'd be great, Lee. I'd love to meet him. Love to have a chance to do that.
Yes, and Lee has been an incredible supporter of ours and a great guest. I just love you, Lee. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I miss you. I haven't seen you in forever. This one would have been great at the Crossroads Country Opry this past Tuesday night. I know. If you were closer, that would have been a great spot. Billy Mata was there, and they'd like a memorial service for David Waters, which we just lost last week or so. Well, I'm sorry for the loss. Yeah, it would have been a beautiful tribute to him. Right back at you. Thank you, Lee. So, that's all of the songs that we have. I could sit here and listen to 20 songs. More. I'm sure I could do more. So you don't have any songs right away that are going to be released, but you have the interview you have. You're going to be releasing that pretty quick, right? That when you were talking about earlier.
For do you want some of the ones that I write?
Yes.
No, I'm currently not working on any article interview.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I've been so busy with the music and songwriting. I haven't had a chance. But I will have another release following up. Thank you, Lord, for making me a cowboy. It'll start going out in 2 months. So in about 3 months, there'll be another one on the radio. And it's not a single that's on the album. It's a single that I've gone in and cut just for a radio release. It's called "I Need You Now," and just a beautiful ballad.
I can just imagine.
I didn't write it, so I'm not trying to brag on myself. I didn't write the song, but the lyrics to the song are absolutely gorgeous.
It's easier to brag about it when you didn't write it.
It is.
It's a beautiful song, really.
You don't feel as awkward, yeah.
Marie said you are doing a great job on the music. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you so much, Marie.
Man, you're making.
Hey, I do want to say real quickly for everybody that's on Facebook, if they would give my music page a like or a follow, whatever it is now, they trying to change that, but if they would go and like my music page, that would mean a lot to me. It helps me a lot, and I keep all updates on my music and what's going on in my ministry on the Facebook page. But it's facebook.com. That's Jimmy Reno Music and the number 1.
Okay, Jimmy Reno Music and the number 1.
Yes.
So y'all make sure and do that. Okay, go on there and like his
page. Give me a like.
Give him a like, and actually ask for loves.
Yeah.
I'm getting so brazen now. I don't want you to like me. I want you to love me.
Yeah. I do have YouTube, Rosalie, and I have Instagram, TikTok, which quite honestly, I've really had to kind of figure TikTok out. That's not my generation.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I don't really get the appeal to it, but I was told it was important to have my music on there, so I do. Yeah. I'm on all that, and then on all digital streaming media platforms, I'm on all streaming platforms as well.
Great. That makes it huge. And the one thing I noticed about TikTok, just like I did, somebody gave me advice and they said use YouTube Shorts, because if you use YouTube Shorts, you get a lot more viewers in a shorter period of time. I guess that's why. I don't know why, but because they're shorter and it goes through people's time, whatever. Yeah, and TikTok.
I disagree.
Yeah, I don't know. Really?
Well, I'll tell you the
I don't
algorithms
know.
that
Somebody
each
told me
one of these
that, but
platforms has, uh, the algorithms has been difficult for me to figure out. Gosh,
it's
especially on Facebook and Spotify algorithms are very confusing as well. So.
yeah.
Well,
It's
the thing with the YouTube shorts that I don't like, because I've had this happen a few times where I am listening to an artist and getting into it and it stops. You know,
That is true.
versus
Yeah.
because it can
versus
only
a,
be so
and I'm
long.
going, "Oh, this is a teaser. Now I
Yeah.
got to go back and scroll and go to
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what we were talking about was the Roots in Alabama, the TV that you're
Oh yeah,
on.
Alabama Gospel Roots. Yeah.
There you go. That's going to be coming.
It airs on Alabama Public Television, but they do have a website. You can look up Alabama Gospel Roots, and then they have on their website they have episodes of every show they've done.
Oh,
So
okay.
it'll be on there when it's up.
Okay, we
And then
don't
you
have a
can
whole
also
lot
catch
of
all theirs.
time left, so we need to
Yeah.
keep Jimmy out of trouble because
Uh-oh.
Jimmy's not a single individual, are you, Jimmy?
No, I am not. Absolutely not.
Jerry, are you saying you
No,
always
no.
get in trouble?
Hey, I'm saying, let's give a shout out to the spouse there.
Yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out
my-
to your wife. I know she's a lovely woman. I haven't met her, but she's got to
She
be.
is.
I know
She is. Her name is Karen,
Oh, hi,
and
Karen.
she is a when I first heard Kristen Nicole's song "Godly Woman," I instantly thought of my wife.
Oh my
She has been
gosh.
such a huge blessing. She is very much a godly woman. And she prays for me. She supports me. She's right there with me. She's every bit as much as part of uh, Jimmy Reno music as Jimmy Reno is. So
Yeah,
we're a team.
absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, without her, I wouldn't be here at all. So that's just a
That's so
truthful
great.
statement.
Karen, thank you. Thank you for supporting Jimmy and for encouraging him and helping him follow his dream and push that, his
Yep.
his gift from God for sure. We don't have the episode release date for the episode. So Rosalie, between you and Jimmy, share that with me when you get it. I'd really appreciate it because I know people.
Oh yeah,
can
absolutely.
watch that. And when you get that new single, please let me know. Please, please, please share it with me.
I will.
And again, letting of your friends know if they want to come on the show, send me a message. I just need a song or two just to kind of get a feel for them, and we'd love to have them. We are booking up quick. Thanks to Mr.
Okay.
Jerry Bradley and Rosalie and all of these great people. They're sending me all their friends, and I love it. I love it. I'm so blessed. I'm blessed beyond measure. I really, really
Now
am.
I'm going to assume you guys have already had Kristen Nicole. Is that correct?
No.
Oh, has
We
she not
need
been on?
No.
Oh, you sure
I'm
do.
writing
Yeah.
her name down, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry.
You got it? Oh,
Yeah.
Jerry knows
I'm
everything.
tracking.
Jerry knows everyone.
Yeah, I'm
I
going
don't
to
know.
send
I'm
her a
like, how do you
message
know
and
so many people. Yes,
I'll
we'd love
send her
to
a
have-
message.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
send her a message and tell her to get in contact with Jerry Bradley. Unseen Cross Bearer.
Yes.
You see how I'm doing this, Carolyn?
I see that. I see that.
Yeah. She's a
Yeah,
fantastic
I know
interview.
it's
She's
sad.
got a great
Because Jerry
personality.
will write it down and I'll be like, didn't I talk to someone?
No, I have been following her for a while. I love her
Yes.
music. I love her lyrics.
Oh, I
Are
do
just
too, yeah.
so profound. And it really, and you need to keep in contact with Jimmy, Carolyn, because
I
he
know.
obviously has the scoop.
I know. I like the scoop.
Working at the Southern
I
Gospel
do.
News
Yeah.
scoop in digital. So, that's got to be a lot of fun. I mean,
It is. It has been. I really enjoyed it. I've gotten to talk, especially on the Daily Planet side. I've gotten to talk to a lot of actors and entertainers that otherwise I never would have. So it's been a whole lot of fun.
That is so awesome. Well,
I
actually,
learned a
Rosalie sent
valuable
us our,
lesson that you should put in your pocket, Carolyn, because
What's
I'm
that?
pretty sure Jimmy already knows this, right? Is
Okay.
you want to have an elevator pitch, just something to say. Like, for example, if you meet somebody, you want to go, "Hi, it's good to meet you. I'm Jerry Bradley of Unseen Cross Bearers."
Oh, that's all I talk about.
What you don't want to do is go, "Hi, I know of you. I got to meet Chris Tomlin not very long ago,
Nice.
and I didn't know he was there. And he came in, and the guy goes, Jerry Bradley, this is Chris Tomlin. Chris Tomlin is Jerry Bradley. And
Right.
I don't think he even caught my name. And
Yeah.
I shook his hand, and I said, and then it dawned on me who he's talking about. Okay, we're done. I've lost focus. I am.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, our meeting was over with already. We were just, chatting about guitars now.
Yeah.
So,
Would love to connect also. Yes, Rosalie.
I said this. I couldn't believe I said it. I know of you.
I know of you.
Yeah.
I know of you.
Well, I am so bad. I'm shameless when it comes to promoting the show. I was with my son at a park with my grandson, and there was a guy there, and my son knew him. He's like, "Hey, aren't you in a band?" And I'm over here. My son looked at me like, "Mom, please don't do it." By the way, I have a podcast. And he's like, "Really? What's the name of it for real?" I'm not even. Oh my God. I feel so sorry for my son. You know how it is with boys. They're like, Mom, really, really. Chris Tomlin, I just fell off my chair. Lee fell off his chair. See, Jerry? Wow.
Restream's talking to you.
They are?
Did you see that?
100 messages today.
I didn't see that.
Restream says I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. I don't think we've ever did that before.
No, I've never seen. Where is it? Why did
It's
you
at the
see
top
it?
of the chat.
Yeah, right under Lee Stevens.
I didn't see that, but that is so cool. Yeah, it's a first. Congratulations. See,
Awesome.
y'all need to talk more. Krista, oh my gosh, that's exciting. Hey, any milestone we reach, I'm gonna applaud it. I'm so excited. And see, Jimmy, it's all because you were here. You brought out the talking. So Peyton Howie said if I get a guitar to her, that she would get all the singers she sings with an autograph for me. Well, that's a big task, but you can do it, Marie. You can do it. So, so anything you'd like to add, Jimmy, before we go? It's been so great having you here.
I appreciate that. I've enjoyed being here. I'd love to come back at some point. And I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. And, of course, more people will watch, after. I've discovered that as well. You get a lot of people that watch, after it airs. So for everybody that watches then, go to my Facebook page, give me a like. You can keep up with my ministry. Easiest way to do so.
Absolutely. And I want to invite you, if we have an opening around when your release date is, if we have an opening, we would love to have you. We've had several artists release their songs on the show, and it's thrilling. It's just thrilling.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's
keep
a great
that in
idea.
mind. We would love to do that. We will be playing your songs Monday night on the radio, and I'll be on Facebook Live. I'll send you a message. You'll be the first one we'll be playing. So right around 7:30, 7:45 Central Time. So y'all make sure and tune into our Facebook Live for that. And hopefully you'll be able to hear it. It won't have to go to the website. But either way, you'll be able to hear it.
And so this is another first.
Yeah. What happened?
We played all the songs, had all the discussion, and we're ending on time.
Oh my gosh. That's because I didn't laugh as hard as I usually do. Jerry knows I start talking, it's hard to make like stop. That's why he has It's a Beautiful Night, because for me to go, stop. Yeah. It's hard for me to stop. I get so exciting. Excited. Oh my God. See, I can't even talk. So Jimmy, it's been an honor to have you on. It really has. And keep in touch with us, please.
Absolutely.
And Jerry, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Lee, it was a pleasure to see you. It was a pleasure to see all of you guys and gals. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I cannot talk. I've been rushing too much. Remember, when you leave here tonight, tomorrow, try to do at least one kind thing for someone. Even if it's just give them a little smile. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Give them a little smile. Say, have a great day, whatever it is, because everyone's struggling out there. Jerry, anything you want to add before we go? Jimmy, anything else?
No, it's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed it. I'm so glad I got to be the co-host with Jimmy on tonight. That's been a lot of fun. Jimmy is such a humble, blessed singer, songwriter, and I aspire to be like you someday.
I think you already a lot.
I already got to go keep going. So
I love it. God bless you all, and thank you so much for tuning in to Carolyn's Corner. We'll see you next week,
guys.
And we'll see you Monday. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care.